I have heard of women either expecting, and not just a babysitter for the kids, of women expecting the man, and I've had guy friends tell me this. Women will text them before the date and be like, this is my Zelle, or you can Apple Pay me, like for the Uber to get to the restaurant, or for the child care for the night. And guys are like, is this a thing now? Like, I'm expected to pay for the transportation or the babysitter.
But my husband made a good point. If he has kids, he has to pay for his own babysitter, you know, and now he's expected to pay for not only his babysitter, her babysitter as well, and her Uber and the date. That's expensive.
I don't think there's anything harder than finding a liberal boyfriend. Where is he? Where is he? Who of my people, are you guys having liberal boyfriends? Who has a liberal boyfriend? Raise your hand. Where'd you find him? It's such a problem for me. It really is. It really is a problem. And if you don't understand why it's a problem, then you just don't get it. Not even a liberal, like maybe like a Democrat, like a registered Democrat. I just want to find a dude that voted for Kamala Harris. I'm really struggling. I know 70 million people voted for her, so there's got to be one that is attractive and my type and in the general vicinity of me.
Are currently being recorded.
They're saying it's a stranger. Clearly not. If this man was a stranger or somebody just trying to hit a quick lick, he'd have been gone already. This is too difficult for him to do this. There's somebody in there that he's trying to get to. And if it's a woman or whoever it is in there, you need to call the police. If you got an escape exit, or if you got a little friend, you need to have that friend ready and waiting on my brother here. May God rest his soul.
Do you have a man?
Yeah.
Right. If Drake DMs you, I'm going. Hey, you know what's so crazy? She didn't even hesitate. She just said it. That was it. I wouldn't even finish my sentence.
I traveled across state lines to go see a man. After spending about 3 hours with me, this man looked me dead in my face and said, "Hey, I think you should go home now." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "I think you should leave." And I said, "Leave and go where?" And he goes, "Back home." And I'm like, "I'm supposed to be here the whole weekend." And he's like, "But I don't want you to be here the whole weekend."
If you got to do 50-50, that means you're half of a man. Oh, they don't like. I wish I had more men here today. Because both of us got punished for when the sin came in the world. The women was to be birthing children and go through pain and go through menstrual bleeding. You can't handle that. And a man's job was to work from sun up to sundown.
From sun up to sundown.
Musicians over there are like, I'm just here to get paid, man. It's my Saturday off. I thought I'd make a little extra cash. I'm going home and eating a burger after this.
Men are so predictable. It's so funny. And I'm talking like outfit repeat offenders. Okay, I'm in construction, and as a girl, I'm a little self-conscious of outfit repeat offending. However, I'm not actually worried about it because I know that they, number one, don't notice, and two, wouldn't even give up if they did notice. But men are so predictable because they are outfit repeat offenders to the max, and they don't even notice it themselves. I can literally tell you what my entire project team is going to wear every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And they have no idea that I noticed this. And I love men for this because you know their wives gave them like 5 good outfits and now they are just happy to wear them over and over again. It's awesome.
You you said you were in construction? What else would they be wearing? I mean, this is not a fashion show. We're here to work. Delete this video.
It is the big year of 2025. If you are still dating men, marrying men, and giving children to them, you are signing up for some level of abuse. May it be financial abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, reproductive abuse, whatever. Any type of abuse you can think of, you are signing up for it when you take a man serious, okay? We all know this. It's 2025. It's so much information online. It's impossible for you to find yourself in these situations and say that you didn't know, because yes, you did. We all know. Okay. So everybody who's on here and fantasizing these women saying, oh, I feel bad for so-and-so, they just had a baby. And y'all have to thoroughly understand that a lot of women, I talk about this a lot on my page, a lot of women are pick-me's. Most women are pick-me's, right? And pick-me's operate out of ego. Anytime you move through life in ego, you will always fail. It's inevitable. Man or woman, moving through life in ego, you will always get nowhere, okay? When you think you're bigger than a program, or you feel like you can change somebody, or you can bring something out of somebody, or you think you better than a woman before, so it's going to be different, that's ego. And you going to F around and find out. So all of these women that's online right now, and there's a few of them I won't name, but yeah, they getting what they deserve. And I think we should all just allow them to get that experience and just move on. The think pieces, the fake pity parties, stop it. They get exactly what they deserve. I personally don't feel bad. It's too much information out here. And after this, it's still going to be somebody else to go get with a man and do the same thing. So y'all just got to let people feed themselves to the wolves. It is what it is. You can't save everybody.
And again, this is 2025. So if you're still saying stuff like this, I cannot believe, in good faith, that you are in fact the smartest or most educated demographic. Drawing conclusions like this, I don't want to say stupid. I want to say willfully ignorant, as a kind of a politically correct thing to say, but it's darn near close to stupid.
So I said that if a man buys me a drink, it's not cheating, and I stand by that. But I will agree with Fish Frenzy here that says cheating starts with a drink, and then good conversation, and then a hug, and then a kiss, and then blah, blah, blah. It continues from there. But I still don't think that if you buy me a drink, I've cheated. And you have to trust me that if we're in a relationship, that's where it ends. And because someone across the room sends a drink over, or a coworker that I'm out with in a group buys me a drink, it doesn't mean there's any intention there. And it certainly doesn't mean, even if there is intention on the other party's side, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna follow through. So there has to be trust in the relationship that that's all it is.
See, they want you to be totally focused on them. Don't look, don't touch anything else. But when they get stuff, oh, it's not cheating and you're just gonna have to trust me in a relationship. No.
Yo.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey.
Who is this?
And you know who this is.
This is how you do it. They call to start nonsense. You immediately hang up in their face. I have no time for it. And this could also be harassment. You call me privately, because you know I'm not going to answer your calls and you know I have you blocked. Apparently, it's not the other way around because you're calling me. You know I have you blocked. Why are you bothering me? And women will have men do this to them and say men are predators. Men don't catch a hint. Men can't read the room. That's crazy.
Which one is worse? Being blocked or being left on read? Like, what y'all think is what really does it?
Woman in the comments said being left on read because if he blocks me, then he loves me. You don't think that's a tad bit delusional? You guys need to seek help.
Men be wondering why women are bitter in the big 25 about dating?
This is why.
I saw this one girl talking about how she wants to just go on a traditional date where like she gets all cute and the guy picks her up. And the top comment is a guy saying, "What are you doing to deserve that?" What an odd thing to say. God forbid a girl just wants to go on a date and have the guy plan it. That's not a crime.
We can establish that it's not a felony or a misdemeanor, so no, it's not a crime. But again, we go back to the question, what have you done to deserve that? Other questions, also known as, What do you bring to the table?
She's the flight attendant who's cost her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Nell Diallo was having a great time dancing and the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with the caption, "What's wrong with a little before work?" But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her. What did they say to you?
They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was to celebrate the end of her probationary period. Why did you decide to post the video?
And I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video and my post and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate.
So how did you feel in that meeting when they told you you lost your job?
I put on such a proud face every time I stepped on that plane. And for them to terminate me without giving me a chance.
Okay, so serious question, are men not paying bills anymore? Or what? I've been married for 7 years and I'm still married, so I wouldn't know because I'm not on the market. But I just got off from getting my nails done and my toes, they look so cute. But I was a little chismosa and I was overhearing the conversations, and it was 3 workers actually, and another lady doing her nails, and she was talking about how she pays $2,000 in rent, and then the other one was saying oh my gosh, and I complain about paying $800 in rent, and the one that was paying $2,000 didn't have a partner. Apparently her man was cheating on her or whatever, but the other 2 did have partners and they're waiting to get picked up by their partners, but they were also working, which there's nothing wrong with that, but they were complaining about having to pay bills, and how if they found a man to pay their bills, it would be the best thing ever, because then they can save up and rack up their money. My question is, what is wrong with these men, and why are they not paying bills? I'm Mexican, so I was kind of raised that men pay your bills for you, and I have 3 kids, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm pregnant currently, but the fact that I have a car and that's paid for, I can go wherever I want, I don't pay. I stopped working almost 2 years now, and I don't pay a single dime for anything. When I used to work, yes, not bills though. When I used to work, I used to just cover my expenses and kid stuff clothes and different things like that for the kids or for the house, but not actual bills. I've never paid a car note. I've never paid rent. I have paid debt off though, not mine, my husband's, because he was really bad at managing money. But are men not paying money? Because what the heck? It's a little weird.
Want to hear some absolute dating I dealt with last week? Get ready for this. So I'm selling my house and I was trying to get it on the market. I have 5 days to get it on the market. My handyman was out of town and I was supposed to go on a date with this guy, and I knew he was in construction of some sort. So I was like, hey bud, any chance you have an extra handyman that can come out today and get this done in the next 2 days? He's like, I got you, babe. Had him out, all the work was done. So already I'm like, ooh, that's my man. Just kidding. But it was sexy that he knew how to get everything done in such a timely manner. 10 out of 10. However, I'm gonna let you guess what happened. Just go ahead. So I see his name posted in the Are We Dating the Same Guy group. And it was posted 2 hours before, and there's 60 something comments, and I'm already ready to cancel. I'm already about to text him, but I'm let me read these. So a girl posted something along the lines of, I've got a date with him, just making sure he doesn't have a girlfriend or he's married or anything like that. Well, then all of these girls are commenting, oh, I have a date with him. Oh, I have a date with him. Oh, I have a date with him. It was 10 girls in the next week, lunch and dinner dates. Who has time for that? And then, yep, the wife commented, oh, he's married to me with kids, not separated, obviously not divorced, still married, with 10 dates in a week? How? So I sent him a scathing text message, blocked him, but I kept the handyman. So honestly, I'm gonna chalk it up to a win.
A dude in the comments said, what's even crazier is the females who will read that and be like, I'll still date him because this dude is either incredibly attractive or rich or both. And no women in the comments are going to deny this. That's terrifying.
Does the perfect man exist? I don't know yet. I have a man right now that spoils me, but I don't want to date him. Why not? He's 5'6". Look at I don't even want to touch him, so... Oh, okay. So yeah, he's just buying me like Cardi, and I'm like, thank you.
Johnny's mom has 4 children, north, south, and east. What's the name of the 4th child?
Johnny.
No, that's incorrect. It's west.
No, it's Johnny.
No, are you dumb? It's north, south, east. What's the next one?
Or west, if you were talking about a compass.
Yeah, exactly. I'm right, and you're wrong.
The Ilaria show.
No, I think we're gonna see, you know, we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God, when I'm talking, you're not talking.
I'm sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why, yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show. No, I mean, I think this is a really raw show, and it's very real, and we took a lot of chances. And, you know, I think that we'll see where it leads us. We'll see what it feels like to have be out there, and then we'll see, you know, if people like it.
Somebody in the comments said she shut him up to say nothing at all. Pretty much. Pretty much. He's trying to compliment her, gas her up, and this is what she does. She probably thought he was talking too much and she couldn't get her thought out. She wanted to say a little something. But somebody in the comments said, is she aware that he's the one that's famous, talented? No, these women think that they're the ones. They think that the man, even if the man is famous, even if the man is a celebrity, they think they have something special that the man can't get anywhere else. I wouldn't doubt that she's the same way.
You pull it out yet?
Pull it out, pull it out.
Open them. It's a baby boy.
There's a few positives in the situation. She leaves and she cries and she stays in a room for a long time. That means that gives me time to go play games. I have more cake for myself. I can order in, watch a movie, chill. She might be in there all night if we play our cards right. That means I have a night out with the boys. I can go driving to clear my head. If we play our cards even better, it's probably a couple days. I can have a little staycation in my city, have a hotel, rent a little something, go ride jet skis in the middle of summer, and be back when she finally comes out with a Snickers bar and maybe some noodles to comfort her. I see this as a win.
If you're a white boy trying to talk to me, like personally, I want to be on a boat. I want to be on a boat.
And I want you to own the boat.
We already tried that. Y'all did not like it. You just 400 years you've been about it. So mixed messages. Make up your mind.
So I remember when my baby daddy was telling me that nobody was gonna want me because I have 7 kids and a grandson. Like, he really sat up there and told me, you gotta be with me because nobody's gonna want you just because I have 7 kids. But guess what, Papa? Not only did I find me a good new man, but he just got my nails done and my toes. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. He gave me all the money to get my toes and my nails done. And not only that, Papa, but he took me to Walmart yesterday And he got me diapers. Remember when you told me that you wasn't gonna get me diapers? You remember that? He took me and got me diapers. He got me wipies. He got me pull-ups. He even bought me 2 gallons of milk for your kids. But when you told me that no man was gonna want me because of the amount of kids I have, that don't matter. I promise you, Papa, that does not matter. And like I told you, your girl don't got no problem finding no man just because I have 7 kids. I found you and I had a kid already.
Somebody said, so he spent less than $300 to clap them cheeks. Good grief. Good grief. Another woman says, the real flex, by the way, is when you can pay for it yourself. Okay.
I was once dating this guy that was separated from his wife, and he was like, oh, like, we're gonna get divorced, whatever. And early on, I knew, like, it wasn't gonna go anywhere, but he would take me on really good dates. He would give me things, like, it's like, oh, like, I like this. I barely fucked the guy, right? So we're dating, and then finally, like, he's like, hey, like, I don't think this is gonna work out. And I was like, okay, like, fine. And then fast forward a couple months later, I run into him, and he was like, Sally, I'm back with my wife. I just have to say thank you because you were so awful to date and you just required so much that I was like, I need to go make up with my wife.
Well, they say the grass is greener where you water it. So he thought he would try to water somebody else's lawn instead of his own. And this is what happened. So there's a silver lining. I don't know as his wife how I would feel about that, but that's a story for a different day.
Hey, quick question. What could you give your husband that you haven't gave no other guy? Like, all seriousness. That's a real question, too. And be honest. Don't lie. Don't say no stupid shit. Be for real.
Are you to put me on a flight? I did not ask for you to put me on a flight. Who do you think you is?
You already know it says right there on the floor. Look, why?
The doors don't go up like this.
Yes, come on now.
What are you talking?
Come on now.
You got me normal doors.
Normal door is a Tesla.
My dream car is an X.
But he still got you the.
No, this is not my dream car.
Yo, chill out. Why are you acting like that, bro? Neighbor gonna come outside tripping.
Bro.
Just try it out. Get inside. Give it a chance.
Yes, bro. You got to make mad.
This screen is small. What is this? 2 inches?
Yes, bro. I don't know how big it is, but I just know it's good.
It's too small.
Yes.
It got the games. It got everything you need.
Exactly. Like, look at this.
Like, does this even
look
charge
at this.
your phone?
Yes.
Does it charge your phone?
Look at this, Jen. Look at you.
It doesn't even.
Party boy.
This doesn't even
It's
work.
charging. It's charging. It's
Look,
charging.
it is charging.
Charging.
See?
Well, it's delayed.
Yes. Come on, bro. Like.
I like it in here.
Well, this is literally you gave
Like,
me a piece
you
of
ain't gotta
shit.
get mad at her.
No, this is a piece of shit.
It's not a piece. It's a charger. I mean, a fucking
Where
Tesla.
did you get it from? Why is it look so dirty?
I had to drive in here. I had to go in the HOV lane. We were trying to rush
All
here.
the bugs on it. Like, how are you gonna know?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You got me the base tires.
That's Goodyear tires. Them good tires right there.
You're supposed to get custom.
Yes.
Like, you don't.
I just got it off the lot. You didn't even let me.
Effort. You're not putting in the effort. You
Yes. You didn't even give me a chance to try to.
You gave me this dirt.
7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. And I do receive $3,000 in EBT food stamps.
$3K in EBT a month is not something you want to flex on. That literally shows how much you cannot provide for the children you kept on having. How do you have 7 different baby daddies and you were giving birth since the age of 14? You know, don't they say one of the biggest causes for destruction of home families in the Black community is having children who have no father figure? Why? This is where I support having a cap on government assisted aid, regardless if you keep having children. Like, taxpayers should not be the daddy to your irresponsible decision making. Yo, honestly, be so for real.
A lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10. And I would say this is probably more prominent over 45. When you're dating over 45, these men got gout, They got a bad
Damn.
knee. Out.
She is going hard, y'all.
They sleep with a CPAP machine.
They do. I've been there, done that.
You are a 7 at best, boo. And then you want to tell me, oh, you need to do this. And you got me straight.
Yeah.
Tripping. Because at the end of the day, think about it. When we're in our 40s, we can date the daddy or the son. They honest. So why pick the daddy when we can date the son?
Yes.
You're approaching a 10? That lets us know with absolute 100% certainty how delusional, even at her age, these modern women are. This is crazy.
So it's now been about 3 months since me and my ex split, and I'm realizing that I cannot afford my lifestyle. So much to the point where I actually miss that ugly cheater so much right now. Let that be the last time I decide to play detective or ask too many questions, because I can't do this. I really can't.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. You don't know. No, you haven't got anything yet. The credit card hasn't been put inside.
I know. Wait.
Okay?
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Every guy should start in jail and have to work his way out.
Absolutely.
I think
love that idea.
Because it's like you need to earn your place out here.
You do.
In my opinion.
You do. And it should be treated as if they're on probation for a while. Like one strike, you're back.
Yeah, even when they're out. Yeah, you're right.
Gentlemen, no girl is ever gonna choose a guy with 6 packs over a guy with 6 cars, okay? So I'm gonna need y'all to stop going to the gym and start going to work, okay? Be safe out there.
I hear you, sis, but I gotta say, if that man has 6 cars, that woman has some stiff competition.
Can I ask what you're doing? Excuse me? Can I ask what you're doing? I'm recording myself. Why? Why not? You're just recording yourself in the toilet? Yes, why not? And then what do you do with it? I just post it online because I'm so gorgeous. You are gorgeous? Yeah, so I record myself whenever. Really? Yes. Okay, cool. Strange, but cool.
Yeah, she might have thought you were recording her and she didn't want to be recorded, so she was just trying to get some information. That's what it really sounded like to me. The intent was behind it. I also think that this same thing kind of applies when you go to the gym and you have a lot of these ladies recording for their fitness channel and their content creation influencer journey, but then people are walking in and out of their shot, quote unquote, like it's your studio, like you pay the bills there, like you pay the rent, the lease, the lights, and all that stuff. That's the way they act. And so people around you kind of have to move and anchor themselves around you and kind of sneak past. It'd be one thing if this was like a special occasion or like a graduation or something like that, where people are taking pictures to commemorate the event. But you're just doing this randomly, and people are, I think they said this was a bathroom. So people are trying to use the restroom. They're trying to wash it. You know, wow, I was standing in front of the mirror. You don't know, because it's in a bathroom, how people are coming out. They might be doing something. They might still be fixing themselves, and they weren't aware that you were recording. Why would they not be aware? Because it's a private place with no cameras, because it's a restroom.
New ick unlock. Why the heck I just go get some ice cream, right? I get my ice cream. It's another guy in the store. He ordered his ice cream after me. Why the heck he get sprinkles on his? I ain't even get sprinkles on mine. And he looked a little like rough around the edges. He looked a little hood. I was looking like, interesting. Fruit Loop.
I don't think men are good people. Wait, you think that now? All men? I don't think they're good people. Why not? For men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of like cheating, You know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal. Right.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. Yes, I've cheated.
And to say with all boldness, courage, just absolute confidence, what are we doing?
What does it say to modern dating that women are now traveling to Midtown Manhattan, going to Sweet Green, stealing men's lunches, and then looking them up on LinkedIn and DMing them on Instagram, saying, oh shoot, I picked up your salad, like, can I get you one back, to find a date? Can't we just all say hi to each other? What is wrong with us?
Is it a recession indicator that men keep asking me to go on walks for first dates? I'm not even talking about like, oh, let's get a coffee and go for a walk. I'm straight up talking about like, let's go for a walk. And that is the first date. Like, I am a dog and I don't mind going for a walk. I like a walk, but I've never in my life had this many men ask me to go on a walk for a first date. Could this be a recession indicator? Can we not afford coffee or drinks or dinner? I'm just asking.
I know you didn't. 2 videos on here where you talking about you done sent men AI generated headshots. You done put them on your profile. And when men have called you out for it and canceled the date because they said that wasn't real, you had a problem with it. Girl, stop it.
So something I found to be interesting is on social media, the more you actually listen to people talk, I've come to the conclusion that women and creepy men all fight for the same thing. And I don't mean all women, of course, but women that like to dress provocatively or do like provocative things out in public, those women and then creepy men, they all are looking for the same outcome. Because people are like, hey, those women, could you not like have your ass out on the beach or at the gym or places like that? And then those women are like, no, I'm going to have my ass in. It's my body. I can do whatever I want. And I should be able to do that if I want to. And creepy men are like, yeah, don't tell them to cover up. We want them to be naked everywhere they go. And then people are like, well, yeah, like we agree you should be able to do what you want, right? But like if you know kids are going to be there, could you like maybe cover up a little bit? And then those women are like, no, it's not my responsibility to cover up because you're going to have kids there. Kids don't, adults do. So I'm still going to have my ass in. And then creepy guys are like, yeah, forget them kids. Pull your ass in tail. Anybody else catch that?
I believe that I'm a 10. Like, looks-wise, I think I'm a 10 out of 10. I think I'm drop-dead gorgeous, and whenever I go out, I feel so confident, like, I'm a 10. But I'm also aware that most people would probably think I was a 7. I feel like 7, or if they had certain addictions, a 3. But that doesn't really count. Normal people, I think, would call me a 7. And I think my husband would think I'm, like, a 9. So almost perfection. But, like, I genuinely think I'm a 10. Is anyone else like this?
So this woman says, nope, I'm a realistic woman. I'm a 6. My husband thinks I'm a 10, but I don't believe him. LOL. Most women are delusional and in denial. Once we take off our makeup, lashes, etc., is how we need to rate ourselves. This is what men have been saying. If she can say this and be humble about it, how come you have other women that can't do the exact same thing?
I am cooked. Okay, let's start with we listen and we don't judge. Okay. So I like a good Snapchat. Okay. I kind of hate texting, red flag, whatever, moving on. So 2 guys been Snapchatting them, thought they worked together. They would send me pictures with their little company logo. And I'm like, okay, they work together. I need to be careful. Next thing I know, one of them sends me a selfie. It was like later at night with the location of my city. I thought he lived 1 city over. So I was like, that's sus. Why are you so close? He says, oh, just moved in today. Then I get a Snapchat from the other guy. It's a bathroom selfie. Okay, so we've got the bathroom. We've got, the details of the bathroom. Important. Next day, original guy sent me the location of the city, said he just moved. Sends me a bathroom selfie. As you could probably gather, yes, it is the same bathroom. They live together. So then I have them both asking me, come over, hang out, da-da-da. And so I told literally both of them, they asked at separate times, but I told both of them, like, oh no, like you should come here, Not at the same time, okay, I'm not messy. but they would come here at separate times, so I would not be there and both of them happened to be there. Okay, this has been going on for a hot minute. Okay, I'll be honest. We're gonna give them names. First guy that sent the location, his name is gonna be John. John and I streak is 33 days. This is the first bathroom selfie. He's gonna be Brad. So his is 30 days. Streak with Brad is 30. Streak with John is 33. So right around the same time. I get a Snapchat today from John. So the picture John sends me is a picture of Brad. And I'm like, oh, we are cooked. It says, question mark. Open it. I'm appalled. So I just respond, yo, that's crazy. This one said it's really not that crazy. So then I was like, where does this even come from? And he responds with, I mean, you Snapchat both of us talking about hanging out all the time. It would just be easier for all together. I'm putting myself in timeout from Snapchat until further notice.
We listen and we don't judge, except that we do. You guys are always talking about where can I find a good, wholesome man? Where are all the good guys at? We don't want a guy like that. Why would he say that? Why would he ask me something like that? Because men, whether you like it or not, they tend to know what type of time you're on. Read the room. They do. It's just that you get some type of icky feeling to where you don't want them to think of you in a certain way. But some of these women just don't care. As a book girly, I have an important question. Would they kiss? Looks like you're down for this exchange. Another one says, girl, if you don't do it. Basically saying, go ahead and do it. Another girl says, this brings me life. Meaning she likes it. Another girl says, girl, I've been there. They 100% want to go to Paris. And my advice is, do it. So basically, Eiffel Tower. Another thing for a, intimate activity with 3 people is what it is. As a book girl, my favorite trope is why choose? I say go for it. Interesting. I'm married with a 2-year-old, but living vicariously through your story times. And then she's going to wonder why her husband is not interested in her and she's interested in things like this. Why is he having a fantasy about another woman? Why is he looking at this? Why is he looking at these websites? Here you are. This is your website. Women don't seem to understand that. Another woman says, ma'am, you're living the literal dream. Do it for us, okay? Ma'am, do you have a passport? A passport for what? What would she need a passport for? Oh, because of the Paris thing again. The Eiffel Tower thing. So basically saying, go and do it. Another woman, do it for the plot. Take some old lady advice. She's not cute either. Take some old lady advice and do it. If it's not your thing, you'll know, but you'll always have the memory. What memory do you need? Huh? What do you need that for? Another woman says, girl, if you don't go to Paris, and I'd like to take a minute to stress and help you to understand that. Looking at a black woman say something, girl, if you don't go to Paris. Another white woman say, take some old lady advice. So she's old and she's white. Okay. Looks like a Latina woman here. Do you have your passport? Meaning go do it. Got a younger white lady. This is my favorite trope. Why choose? Go for it. So it's all types of women in the comments saying they would do it. Oh, I love it. Go ahead. Go for it. And these are going to be the same women talking about why does for the married woman, why does my man not show me attention? Why does he not do this? Why is he into this? Why does he not find me attractive anymore? Why is he looking at these websites? For these other women, why aren't men approaching? How come these men don't like me? How come they don't want this? How come they don't want that with me? How come they won't commit? You can't tell why. I'm educated. I'm smart. I'm this. I'm that. You don't know why? Might be because you're telling all your business, number one, online. Number two, you're really out here doing some weird stuff. Weird stuff. You want to have somebody. Let me say it like this. You want to take a train ride. And then you want somebody to be like, oh yeah, I'm proud to call her my wife. Yeah, I'm proud of that. What a loser.
So I am always like, why don't I just get a boyfriend? Why can't I just have a boyfriend? And then something like this happens and I'm like, right. Right, that's why. So the other day, I'm walking home from the bus, and I had had a horrible day at work, just awful, and my hair, my face, my outfit, like everything just like reflected that, you know, like I felt horrible. So I turn on my street and I pass just a beautiful shirtless man running. So I finally get to my building and someone taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around and it's beautiful shirtless running man. And so I immediately was, of course, like, oh no, what did I drop? Like, what did he have to pick up of mine? But no, he goes, I just passed you and I think you're really pretty. Can I get your number? I literally went, what? I was like, I just had the most awful day. I look horrible. And he just laughed and was like, oh, are you just like on your way home? And I go, yeah, I live right here. What? Huh? Why are you? And he goes, okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. And he goes, actually, I'll just put my number in your phone. Like, I promise I'm normal. I just don't like to use a smartphone if I don't have to. So he pulls out a flip phone and I go, oh my God, that's so hot. What? Like, shut up. Oh my God. So then I go inside and kiki with my doorman, who saw it all go down, which was so fun. And then I convinced myself that he was my soulmate because like so many things had to happen to like line up for us to meet at that corner. So yeah, that was that. I was like, that's my husband. That is my husband. I called my best friend. I said, that's my husband. I just met my husband. So you can imagine my surprise because right now I'm texting my husband. I'm texting my husband, mind you. And he says, by the way, I just want to be upfront. I'm not looking for anything serious. I just am looking for something casual. I'm sorry. What? When you pulled me aside on the street yesterday and put your number in my phone, I thought that meant you were my husband. So then I had to reply to my husband and say, I'm so sorry. I am literally the least casual person in the world. So probably not the best for me. To which he said, right on. That's my husband. That is my husband. So for now, we're just taking the compliment as a win, and moving on. But I really did think that was my husband. I really did, because I have literally always said that I'm not going out of my way to find a man. Like, he needs to show up on my doorstep. And I mean, this man was on my doorstep. So you can understand why I would think that's my husband, you know? So, and he could be, my husband could just want like something casual, but I guess we'll never know. So yeah, I hope he does not see this, but he does have a flip phone. So I think we're in the clear.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we get another story time in the distant future about, oh man, you know, one night, sprained my ankle, an ant bit me on my behind, somebody dumped food on my head, you know, I fell off the top of a 2-story building and I broke my toe, and it was raining outside and blood was gushing from my right pinky, and just having a bad day, and the only person that could comfort that was him. And I know he's a red flag, he's a Chad, but I just needed something in the moment, and it just did something. Don't judge me. We listen, we don't judge. I feel that story coming on. Woman in the comments says, I don't want anything serious, just casual. You and every other one, Chad. Yep. Run-of-the-mill Chad. And you're still calling him your husband. Another one says, no, that man is definitely in love with you. Let him cook. Interesting. So he said what he wanted from her, but he's in love with her. These are the types of women that are going to get themselves in trouble, get their cheeks clapped, and then wonder why the man didn't want them. Interesting.